Hey guys, it's Edgar Kuhlman, or something always keep Guru. This is a Tech World Productions video. A couple of our, the first, not really a first official, but Tech World tips. You've seen this before with Chris Prillo and many other people out there. They do their tips. Either, you can email me, kidgurucenter@yahoo.com, or kidgurucenter@gmail.com, whatever is better for you. I check both every day. My Hotmail I keep private, so I'll leave it at that. But anyway, you can email me at either one of those. I check it and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Anyways, these are home office tips. Now, I'm going to give much more tips in later videos because, I'm in the tip-giving spirit, I love giving tips, and I thought, this would be a good way to do it, because top tips, not really like top 5, top 10, top 20. Basically, just random assorted tips, not like, I have them written down and stuff, but not like, I don't have a list, a number. I'm just going to give you guidelines to keep in mind. This way you don't always have to, know that it ending, it's whenever I run out of time, really. So that way I can get more in. And I might have to go to a part 2, who knows. If I do, sorry about that, I'll just let you know at the end. And I'll have to, cut it short at the end, because I'll just name my sponsors out there to recommend. Anyways, let's start off. With home offices, I'm really setting one up. I'm in my bedroom, obviously, and my computer and office is here. I'm really getting a new desk and a lot of new equipment for the office, because I'm going to use it, as work primarily, because I got an affiliate program and stuff like that. And, I'm always here, half my day I always spend at my computer or, in my room, basically. But besides that, I always have schoolwork and everything, and I work here as well, so, here's some tips that you should keep in mind in setting up a home office, whatever it should be for, computers, streaming live, general work, or whatever it may be. If you're going to use more computers and gadgets and stuff like that, cable management is your #1 tip you always want to take care of. At all times, like I always say, go wireless, guys. 2007 was supposed to be the year of wireless, and it was. By far it was, but 2008 is just going to be the year of, ultimate, wireless, if that makes any sense. New wireless devices, stuff like that. There's always, there's Bluetooth, there's, just, wireless laser mouses are, wireless as well. All my mice I have are wireless. My notebook mouse, and then my LX5, of course. So, always wireless, except for the optical mouse I have down there. But, there's even webcams that are wireless, so, there's no, not really an excuse, but, when you think everything, that all the products are wired, there's always an alternative that's wireless. And they're, via USB connection. There's even, like I said, webcams, headsets that are wireless. I'll be soon purchasing a wireless headset. And, I don't know if there's any speakers that are wireless, but, with enough said, you're always going to need wires for your monitor, computer, and you're still going to bring a lot of cable clutter with that. So go wireless when you can. If you can't, I recommend zip ties. Zip ties, guys, or any type of tie you can get. Primarily zip ties that are for cables. I also have these hooks that are like, sorry about that. When I line my wires in the wall, I have to do this weekend. When I line them up, they're like sticky. They have the sticky end. You just rip the tape off, push it on the wall. It's a metal hook, and you can bend it. You unbend it, run the wire through, bend it back so it holds it. And you can put 3 in a row so the wire is perfectly lined on the bottom of your wall. That way you get straighter lines, and your cords are straightened out, and you have less cable clutter. So with that in mind, if you can't go wireless, there's Belkin makes those really nice zip ties, like zip cuff type of ties that you just you can round your cables up and tie them in into a table leg or whatever it may be, or your desk leg or whatever whatever you have to use to improvise that will bring more cable free. That's the best. If you can't go wireless, that's the best option. And there's a lot of other options. People have taken just a cheap towel rack you can get at any hardware store and roll it up, and that works fine, as long as you're safe and, there's not a fire hazard. And, primarily try and keep it off the floor just in case if you're using a rug, especially because if a fire starts, I tie mine to the legs of my chair. Not the chair, but as in the chair that I use the table as, the table that's on right now. And I tie it to my desk leg. That way, if anything happens, it's safe. And, also a huge part of cable management and stuff like that UPSs and surge protectors. I use the surge protector, but I'm gonna buy a UPS. I'm saving up for that. Uninterruptible power supply, guys. Highly recommend this when you're first moving in the office. This way, if any unexpected power goes out, then it'll back up depending on how good it is. It'll give you like 40 seconds, even 3 minutes, 5 minutes to save your work, properly shut down so the hardware doesn't screwed up, and you can shut down with ease rather than the power shooting out. And that's great, guys. UPS is go primarily for the ones $25 and up. 25 and lower is kind of cheap. You're probably gonna get less time in depending on how good it is. But if you can save up for like $70 ones, even $90 ones here, it's still well worth it, guys. It's protected, it's protecting electricity, etc. And get a desk that suits you, guys. Get a desk, don't just get it, I have a cart desk, and I lock my wheels because I don't like it moving around a lot because I'm always afraid it's going to fall back or something. If you're in a corner, get a corner desk, whatever suits the needed area the most. I'm going to get a flat panel desk that are usually, for just flat on a wall, but mine just pretty much are like a flat out. So the cart would be good for my situation because my situation I'm just like in the middle, not really in the middle of the room, but on the back of the room, back area of the room. But the desk isn't really leaning on anything back there. There's a cabinet back there where my clothes are, so I need to keep that a little open. So I'm either gonna just put a flat desk, just a perfect flat desk, either push it back more when I get my new desk, and this one's obviously gonna go to storage, or like rotate it. Like you see me sitting like right now, I think I might put the desk right here. I'm still thinking about it, guys. So get a desk, as I said, that suits you, whether it be an L-shaped desk, my favorite shape of desk, the U-shaped desk. I love to be surrounded by technology and stuff like that you can always put on. And as I said, with a desk is going to come a chair. Get it comfortable, whether it may be leather or whatever chair you want to get. It could even be the standard 4-leg chair. I like rolling chairs because I can manage easily around. And always keep in mind something I need to keep in mind when I get my new desk. I'll have more of this room to move around, guys. You're not going to be how I am, cramped. You don't want to be cramped, especially if you have less room to like actually move around. And you see there the table's really shaky. So get a desk that will last a while and really store compartments. Get one with dressers primarily to store your stuff. And always get the measurements, because if you're going to be running like 230 inches on your primary part of your desk, then you're always going to measure it and make sure it has enough room for that and whatever else you're going to have to get. And of course the modem. I like Linksys. I use Linksys routers. There's Netgear makes some good routers. Yeah, they do make routers. Right? The RangeMax router, I believe that one's awesome, guys. I heard of that one's pretty good. Linksys, in terms of security, it's okay. Depending out of the box, your standard password is pretty obvious for some Linksys routers, depending on how you set it. So make sure you always set your password and look for WEP for the security options like that. Security with modems is probably the number one thing, as well as connectivity and speed. Sorry, it's really shaky there. But get a router that will get good connectivity, good signal out there, get good Wi-Fi around the house. That way, this one reaches really far. Actually, reaches up and down all around the house. And it has speed booster. Look for stuff like that. For Linksys, to make speed boosters, which make your connection much faster. And mine shares mine with the cable blocks. Look for splitters. All those type of stuff are helpful during a home office, guys. And of course, you're gonna need your computers and everything, but that's a whole nother video all along. And yeah, that's pretty much about it for now. I'm not sure. I'm probably not gonna make a part 2. That's pretty good, all rounded up. And one quick other thing. CDs for home offices to store backup files, anything like that, external hard drives, backup your software, whatever it may be, guys. That's a really important tip. Back up all you can, and if you have to back up, a hard drive, whatever it may be, partition hard drive, always have backup plans, guys. External hard drive, I recommend Western Digital MyBooks. There's also Seagate, Maxtor, not so much, because I heard they're not very much good of a brand. Logitech products I highly love. So yeah, just keep those tips in mind when making a home office, guys. They're very important. And besides that, quick word for my sponsors, www.youtube.com/Vista Meets Nick. Vista Meets Nick, guys. Vista is meeting, Nick. Obviously, he has great tutorials out there. So check his videos out at Vista Meets Nick, or you can just type that in your YouTube search query. And Spongefish, look great. Spongefish, the blogging network atmosphere that's great, has a great community. Look smart, get smarter. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.